Do you struggle with maintaining healthy relationships? You may be an energy vampire without even realizing it. In this video, we'll explore the signs that you may be an energy vampire and provide strategies for change. We'll cover topics such as understanding the patterns of draining behavior, the importance of self-awareness, and ways to become a positive energy force. So, if you're ready to take a step towards self-improvement and better relationships, join us as we dive deeper into this topic. Do you find yourself in situations where people consistently complain about your behavior? Have you ever found yourself in a situation where someone has told you that you are overwhelming, intense, demanding, or overbearing? Have you ever had someone avoid or cut contact with you, leaving you wondering what went wrong? If so, you may be unconsciously taking on the role of an energy vampire. If you recognize yourself here, don't worry, you're not alone. Most of us have been there. But being an energy vampire can have serious effects on your relationships and mental health, so it's important to do something about it as soon as possible. Don't worry, don't forget you are at your safe place. It's important to know that this is not something that should make you feel ashamed. We all have moments where we are not fully aware of our actions or how they affect others. At times, stress, mental health challenges, past traumas, or unresolved emotional issues can cause us to unknowingly drain the energy of those around us. It's essential to be mindful of this behavior and work towards improving your awareness and interaction with others. Remember, it is possible to change and move towards a more positive way of engaging with others. Spend some time thinking about how you interact with others. Do you give more than you take? Do you allow others to talk about themselves? Is there equality in the conversation? If not, and if you find that you're hogging most of the attention, find ways to show interest in others. Remember, people take more interest in you if you take more interest in them. Be curious and ask questions. Be open to learning something new about others. So, how can you tell if you're an energy vampire? Sometimes we don't realize that we are draining other people because we aren't aware of our actions and words. You may find yourself getting angry when someone asks for help or advice because you don't want them taking up time from your schedule. But this could make them feel like they aren't worth your attention or care, even though they are. Or perhaps when you're at work, colleagues come to ask questions about projects that require lots of thought but no physical labor. Yet instead of helping them out with their tasks as much as possible so that they're able to get back on track quickly without feeling stressed out by extra work. Instead, since there isn't any real work involved here for yourself over time, this means less productivity overall due to distractions caused by wondering what else might need to be done before something else comes up again later today or tomorrow, and so forth, etc. Most people are often unaware of their negative energy drain. They may not be aware that they are the cause of the problem, or they may not realize that they are the problem. Vampires might not even be aware that they are draining people's energy. They might simply think that everyone else is a vampire too. To change your behavior and become an asset rather than a liability in your relationships, you must first recognize that there is a problem. The first step is to identify your energy-draining habits and then change them. You may see your behavior as normal or simply a means of coping with the difficulties of life. But if you find yourself exhibiting any of the following behaviors more often than not, chances are good that you've got an issue. Let's be honest with yourself and ask, do I complain a lot? Energy drainers complain about absolutely everything. Every single thing becomes a problem for them. And this can be incredibly exhausting. Their constant negativity and dissatisfaction make it nearly impossible for anyone to want to be in their company. They're missing out on so much by always focusing on the negative. Not only does it make it difficult for others to be around them, but it also hinders their ability to enjoy the present moment and appreciate the good things in life. Well, what do you think of yourself? But there is another thing you have to answer honestly, first of all, to yourself. Do you like to gossip? Now, you could easily say, "Oh, sure, everyone loves that." But that's not true. This habit of gossiping, even though it might seem a harmless way of passing the time, can be destructive, and it can cause a lot of damage to relationships, both personal and professional. It can create a negative environment where people are unwilling to open up and trust one another, and it can make it hard to build and maintain healthy relationships. It is important to be aware of this tendency and work on finding healthier ways of communicating with others and sharing information. Instead of gossiping, try to focus on building positive relationships with others and finding ways to support and uplift those around you. Setting boundaries with gossiping friends or finding new friendship groups who don't engage in gossip may also help. Engaging in activities that promote positive thinking and communication can also change this habit. The key is to be mindful of your actions and their potential impact on others and make a conscious effort to change for the better. Don't worry, I know your secret. I also know what your secret desire is. All you need is attention and love. When you don't receive enough of it, you can become upset or angry. This behavior can be challenging for those around you because it can make them feel like they need to constantly be giving you attention to keep you happy. You must recognize that everyone has different needs and wants when it comes to attention. It's neither healthy nor fair to always need to be the center of attention, and it's not fair to expect others to give you the attention you desire constantly. So, let's take a step back and reflect on why you have this overwhelming need for attention. It could be that you feel insecure or unimportant, or maybe you're using it as a way to seek validation from others. Whatever the reason may be, you must understand it and work on changing it. If you recognized yourself even a little bit, don't close this video. I'm about to tell you the most important thing that, if you're an energy vampire or not, can make magic for your quality of life. I understand that you may be feeling worried that you might be an energy vampire. It's important to remember that you have the power to make changes and improve your interactions with others. Remember that this is not a permanent label. It's something that can be addressed and overcome. I advise you to take time to do some inner work. Inner work can be difficult and emotional, but it is a necessary step in understanding and healing yourself. One way to start is to focus on your own needs and wants and practice self-validation. Instead of constantly looking to others for validation and attention, find ways to validate yourself and make yourself happy. Also, find activities that you're passionate about and immerse yourself in them. They can help you to become less dependent on others and boost your self-confidence and self-esteem. Developing a self-love philosophy and making it a habit is crucial to your overall happiness. While self-care is important for taking care of your physical needs, self-love is crucial for your emotional and mental well-being. Take a moment to reflect on your relationship with yourself. How do you treat yourself? Are you kind and compassionate or harsh and critical? It's important to remember that the way you treat yourself sets the tone for how others will treat you, and it also affects how you perceive and interact with the world. Imagine how different your life could be if you treated yourself with the same kindness, compassion, and understanding that you would give to a dear friend. When you love and accept yourself, you will find that you don't need external feedback to feel good about yourself. You will radiate self-confidence and positive energy, which will attract positive people and experiences into your life. Self-love is a journey, not a destination. It is not something that can be achieved overnight, but it is a practice that requires effort and patience. There are many ways you can start practicing self-love. Incorporating self-care practices such as journaling, meditating, or even taking a relaxing bath can help start the process. Also, try to surround yourself with positive influences and limit the negative ones. Remember, you deserve to be treated with love and compassion. You are worthy of love and happiness. Start on the journey towards self-love today, and soon you will find that you are capable of creating a fulfilling and satisfying life. It's important to remember that this process is a journey and that it's essential to be gentle with yourself. Changing long-held patterns and behaviors takes time and effort, but with dedication and persistence, you will be able to find healthier ways to nourish yourself instead of trying to absorb energy from others. I know that it can be hard to realize that your behavior might be draining others. It's important to remember that we all have moments where we're not fully aware of our actions and how they affect others. It's normal to feel stressed or overwhelmed at times, which can lead to behavior that can be too much for others. But rest assured that you're not alone on this journey. It's possible to change with the help of support, guidance, and self-reflection. Also, keep in mind that progress is not linear, and it takes time and effort to make real improvements. Remember that you are capable of making positive changes and becoming a source of positivity in the lives of those around you. In any case, I recommend that before you misdiagnose yourself on the basis of the video, you find out exactly what the characteristics of such a person are. You can find out from this video.